the pointless videos you see on Facebook, the dull pictures you see on Instagram, and the TV shows and movies you watch on Netflix and Amazon and on TV, and playing too much video games. Those are your enemy to your mind because they aren't improving your mindset, they are entertaining it. There's a difference. Wow, there you are yet again. Welcome back to a new vlog. Well, it's not going to be a new vlog once you watch this on replay 5 months later. But okay, let's begin. You know how musicians express themselves through their songs. Their music is the reflection of what's in their mind, and how artists paint a picture. Their design is an art formula of their inner self. Well, just like the artist and the musician, my vlogs are the expression of my music and the vision to my art. And I want you lot to feel it, hear it, and see it. For what I'm about to tell you will surely resonate to your inner self, I hope. And what is it that I'm about to tell you? Well, I'll tell you about how you can remove negative thoughts from your head. You know, that silly thought that's always roaming back and forth in your head whenever you're like in your alone time. Well, yeah, I'll tell you how you can remove that based on my favorite teacher who I learned from, Arash Dibazar. This vlog was actually requested by my friend Spencer. So shout out to you, my man. I hope you'll find this useful, and the rest of you lot as well. But before I begin, let me give you 3 quick disclaimers like always. 1, do not take what I say seriously. I'm just an entertainer. 2, follow the rules of the land that you are living in. Be a good citizen. And 3, be an adult as you watch me. Okay? So you know, you could change your style. You could change what you're wearing. You could change your hair color even. You could change jobs, you could change relationships and friendships. But if you don't change yourself, then nothing else changes. Those changes that you made came from the outside, and outside changes are temporary. Okay, you may feel happy at the time being now that you've got what you've wanted. But eventually, what's gonna happen is that you will fall back right back to the same old habits for the reason why you left that old friendship, why you left that old job, why you left, that old relationship or whatever. You'll fall right back to your old habits because you never really changed yourself, you changed the outside. And again, outside changes are temporary. It's like you swept dirt under the rug. The dirt is still there, visibly it's not. However, eventually the rug can only take so much dirt until it can't hide any more dirt. You will eventually have to face the problem at hand. So why do people change their outside situation rather than their inside, their mindset? Well, the answer is simple. It's a quick fix to responsibilities, to their problems. Wouldn't it be easier if you just swept the dirt under the rug and say it's all clean now? Yes, it would. And it would be much harder and time consuming than if you actually picked up the dirt and actually handled it properly. That's so much more time consuming and harder. So people route towards the easy path, which is they sweep the dirt under the rug. They change their outside. That leads me on to my next point, which is a story about a girl in a forest who crossed paths with a wizard. Listen closely because there's an acronym in this. There lived a girl who lost her ability to sing because she recently broke up with her boyfriend. Obviously, you're not going to feel happy when that happens if you're heartbroken. And ever since she lost her voice, as she crossed the forest, all the animals avoided her. The birds flew away, the deers hopped aside, the squirrels hid behind the trees, and the crickets dulled her path. It was all quiet. All you could hear is crickets. Cricket, cricket. You know, that kind of situation. And as she was walking, she met a wizard along the way. The wizard looked at her and asked, "Are you okay?" She said, "I'm fine," with her softening, feminine, cute voice, right? He looked at her again, and he noticed that she had a smile on her face. She looked happy, and the way she carried herself, and as she walked, she looked confident. And so he asked her again, but this time in a more serious tone, "Are you sure you're okay?" She stopped on her path and she turned her face to the wizard. She looked at him and that's when she said, "No, I'm not okay." She told the wizard about her ex. She told her that she lost her ability to sing and that everything for her is going downhill. She even told him that she studied about anxieties and depression, even showing him articles and books and all the things that she has studied, even reading sad stories of people at her same situation. She read all those and told the wizard that this is what I've studied. You know, she could be a teacher about this subject. And so the wizard responded to this. He told her, "I want you to do yourself a favor. For 1 week and 1 week only, I want you to forget everything you know about depression, anxieties, sad stories of people, why the animals left you, how you lost your voice, and all these negative energy that's keeping you down. I want you to forget all those. And instead, I want you to go back home and study about how you can regain your confidence. I want you to read books about successful people, habits of people. I want you to learn about social dynamics and meditation. I want you to look at ways on how to be greater and how to boost your energy throughout the day and days to come. And after you do that, come back here after 1 week." 1 week has passed and something miraculous happened. As the wizard was strolling in the forest, he heard a voice singing along the way. As he approached the voice for more clarity, he saw a young girl singing alongside the birds as they tweeted, as the squirrels and deers huddling together like their audience. At first glance, he couldn't recognize this girl if she was the same girl that he met last week. But as the girl sung, she met eyes with the wizard, and she got up from the log and approached the wizard with a smile on her face and gave him a long embrace, saying, "Thank you, thank you. I never thought I could see the light of day again." The young girl was able to regain her voice. Why? Ever since then, she re-evaluated her situation and discovered that the potential within herself can be greater than her current situation. It was shit. Ever since she invested in herself, she realized and recognized that she could be greater in the future. Now, I have a solution to your problem, the problem of falling into this negative state of mind, and I got this teaching from Arash Dibazar. I want you to ask yourself this simple question: how could someone as great as you carry yourself with such little confidence? How can someone as great as you carry yourself with such little confidence? It doesn't make sense for a king to give up on his throne just because he's feeling a little down at that current situation. You know, it doesn't make sense for that. So in order to remove negative thoughts from your head, you first have to be aware of what you're constantly exposing your mind in. If your social media is nothing but toxic information, you're feeding your mind with toxic information that doesn't better your well-being, your mental health, then eventually you will fall into a crisis. It's inevitable. It's like that thing that just doesn't want to give up on you. It's gonna catch up on you. See this as like a castle. Your mind is like a castle. The more you expose yourself on information about how to be more confident, how to be better leaders, and all these positive traits, then the more you are reinforcing your defense. You are reinforcing your castle from the outside force. What's on the outside? Your enemy. What's your enemy? Your enemy are those toxic information you see on your feed, the pointless videos you see on Facebook, the dull pictures you see on Instagram, and the TV shows and movies you watch on Netflix and Amazon and on TV, and playing too much video games. Those are your enemy to your mind because they aren't improving your mindset, they are entertaining it. There's a difference. You gotta realize that they are keeping you busy from improving your mindset. It's like a jester entertaining the king, knowing that there's an enemy right behind those walls of his castle that's about to break in. Once the show is over, the enemy breaks in. That's when you have a crisis. So what's my advice? Strengthen your defense, strengthen your castle. Your mind is like a castle. You know how they say your body is like a temple, take care of it? Well, your mind is like a castle. So feed it with actual information that will strengthen you so that you can handle the outside force, which is, what I just told you about, the negative information you see on your social media. It's those things that's like keeping you down. So one, you have to be aware of what you're constantly exposing your mind in. Secondly, if you don't take the time to invest in yourself, in your improving your state of mind, then the more likely you're going to be receptive to negative thoughts. You're more likely going to sadden up and get depressed. And if you think changing jobs, changing careers, changing clothes, your style, your hair color, changing relationships and friendships will solve your problem, that you'll be invincible to negative thoughts, you've got it completely wrong. Those are temporary fixes to your problems. If you don't actually change your mindset, then you will fall right back to the same old habits for the same reason why you left that old job, why you left that old style, that old friendships. You'll end up going in circles and repeating the same mistakes. They say lesson learned. It never feels good to learn a lesson because it's actually something, it's a negative memory, isn't it? You don't want to think about that. Like watching a movie, it's a temporary fix to your problem. You're happy for the time being, but eventually, after it's over, you will have to face the problems and possibilities that you were delaying. You can't escape from that. So what's my final thought on this video? I wanted to ask you, how much time, energy, and money are you actually spending on improving on yourself? How much have you taken today to harmonize and balance your mindset? If the answer is 0, then you're lying to yourself, because clearly you're watching me right now, this video, how to remove negative thoughts. Without looking at you in the face, I already know one thing about you. The fact that you're watching me, it already tells me, it demonstrates to me that you want to be a better person. And the fact that you've watched this till the end, I can only applaud you. So again, how much are you actually spending your money on books, reading on things, on articles online on how to be more confident, how to be better leaders, how to communicate more, how to influence people. How much time, energy and money have you spent this year to improve on yourself, to invest in yourself? Well, you've spent probably 10 minutes or 15 minutes watching me for sure. Is there any books that I could recommend you read on self-improvements? Yes, I have a lot of books that I could recommend you. In fact, I have a bunch of books right now. I'm looking at it. Hold on, I'll get them up for you now. I do recommend 2 books. One of them, I've showed it to you before, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And the second book, probably the most famous one, is How to Win Friends and Influence People. So these are the 2 books that I recommend you for this in this video on how to be, how to remove negative thoughts. It definitely helped me out, and I may even make more videos in the future talking about these books and what I've learned from them. Apart from that, if you learned something of value, or at least I eased up your mind tonight, today, whatever time it is at your end, then feel free to leave a like and share this with your friends, because you never know, they may need this. I've received plenty of comments and messages from people saying, I really needed to see this, to read this, to hear that. You guys are adorable sometimes. Alright, and that's basically it. I don't know, what else do you want me to tell you? Yeah, I'm wearing blue contact lens. You could probably see my eye color is different. Right, my name is Clyde, and as Arash Dibazar said, my favorite teacher of all times, be the best and fuck the rest. I'll see you lot in my next vlog. For all those who don't know, who know me, I have a main channel called Jackass Edit. I'm about to hit 60,000 subscribers. I represent my people from there, I also represent people from Cardiff all the way to Swansea and along the towns within those areas. So if you're from there, hit me up, let's hang out. I don't mind, I have a lot of time. Maybe I could even talk about how you can have more time. I know I mentioned this on one of my vlogs, but I plan to speak this out in more details in my upcoming Q&A 2019. Oh, I can't wait. If you have any questions you want to ask me, feel free to comment below or send me a private message anywhere on my Instagram. I don't mind. Okay? See you next time.
You got one life, so live it right. Keep your friends tight and your family in sight. Never cease to fight for the things you think are right, cause you just might find you control your own mind, You'll be fine, Just take your time, Enjoy the climb, Enjoy the grind, You never really know what's on the other side.